just board meeting etiquette. Please only public participation during that portion of the meeting, and if you could just silence your cell phones, that would be great. And after our Pledge of Allegiance, I would like to take a few minutes, a moment of silence for a former and long-term Board of Education member and past weekend. So if we could all stand for the pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Teresa, Rachel, Michelle, Kate, Gladys, Lauren here, Bridget, Julie, Ralph, Albert, and Louisa. We'd like to get started with the recognition. We have some community members from Great Plain Elementary School with us this evening.
I believe we have them right there in front of the table. Please make yourself comfortable. If some of you would like to sit down, just make sure we can identify you from the rest of the orange shirts in the room. Good to see you all. Just wanted to start out with congratulating this team. I had an opportunity to stop by the school today for a couple of minutes, and last week with the mayor congratulating this group. I just want to applaud the teachers, the staff, the families, the students for an amazing job for years. Great Plains school community has been recognized for great achievement in this town, and so it's great to see you recognized on a national level for the amazing work that happens every day at Great Plains Elementary School. So I just a few words that I wrote down. The National Blue Ribbon Award, and this is for our parents and community. The National Blue Ribbon Award is given annually to select schools across the country that demonstrate overall high achievement or exemplary success in closing the achievement gap. Great Plains is being awarded for its success in closing the achievement gap. This is a well-deserved honor for teachers and the staff of Great Plains and evidence of their tireless work on behalf of the children and families of the Great Plains community. So, please join me in congratulating Principal Keisha Smith-Davis, the Great Plains teachers and staff, as well as the families and students of the Great Plains community. Congratulations. So, I don't know how many opportunities you're going to get to have the one ribbon award or two with this big backdrop. So, I'm going to ask if the Great Plains staff can just come in here a little bit, and the board chair and I are going to jump in there and take a picture with you. I don't like photos, but this is one of those great moments. That's right.
You are nice, it's not too hard to move around up here. I just want to say a quick thing before Great Plain, and I don't blame you guys for running out of here. I've been fortunate to be a Great Plain parent, so both of my kids did go through that school. Serving on the board, I was a PTO liaison. I was PTO president for I don't know how many years. And it's a truly unique school. No offense to any other orange shirts here, I want to get jumped in the parking lot. But it's a phenomenal school. As the district changed and the landscape of things changed, Great Plain has always maintained that quality and person to kid ratio and just I know a lot of the teachers there, they taught my kids, and I think dedication there, and I think throughout the district too, obviously by everybody coming out tonight. I just want to congratulate them and say thank you. Daughter at college, Great Plain helps prepare kids and like other schools do, just for what's out there. And that was a time when you could actually prepare a child for, the normal education. Things have changed now, but just want to say thank you to a lot of teachers who are still here. I know Ms. Smith couldn't be here because she wasn't feeling well. I did speak to her earlier on the phone. I hope you guys enjoyed the lunch today. Just want to say thank you. And it's pretty impressive what to accomplish something like that in these times and what we have going on. So I just want to say thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. I'd like to entertain a motion to amend the agenda to move to educational staff representatives at this time. Is there a motion? So moved by Kate. Is there a second? Seconded by Ralph. All those in favor? Aye. So moved. So our staff representative, hi Erin.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. It's so nice to see all of your faces here. And I brought a few of my friends with me to join us in the conversation that we need to have tonight. So for those in this room who do not know me, my name is Erin Daly, and I'm a 19-year veteran third grade teacher and the president of the Danbury Teachers Union, NEA Danbury. I've spent all 19 years in third grade, all 19 years here in Danbury. And I'm proud to represent nearly 1,100 amazing Danbury educators. Here's a little sample of our amazing educators. Tremendous achievement that the Great Plains School staff, under the leadership of Ms. Smith Davis, has so deservedly earned. It's an evening to acknowledge these special educators for their commitment to building the kind of school environment that nurtures academic growth,
but while fostering kindness and people building, and most importantly, respect. Great Plains School's Blue Ribbon Award celebrates all that can be achieved when the school stakeholders listen to the needs of the school and the school community and come together to work together. It's a beautiful thing for sure, and we are so proud of the huge and essential role that our teachers played in earning this distinguished award. We see you, teachers, and we thank you for all you do for our kids. Give yourselves a hand, teachers. That said, all of our DPS teachers deserve recognition tonight, not just praise. True recognition for the continued dedication, energy, resolve, ingenuity, creativity, care, support, and determination that each and every one of our Danbury Public School teachers puts forth each and every day. We want our Board of Education, our city leaders, and our community to see us, to see what we do for our students, to see how hard we work, to see us for what we're worth in this community, to see us and value us for the professionals that we are. Even with this incredible achievement of the teachers and staff at Great Plains, all is not glowing within our school district. Our teachers have reported the most challenging beginning to a new school year that they can ever remember. And that's saying something after teaching our way through COVID the past few years. With limited resources, degrading work conditions, a spike in negative and even violent student behavior, a continued increased workload, and ridiculous and unattainable expectations for our folks, many Danbury teachers are now leaving the district. It is a terrible loss for our students, for sure. And why are they leaving? Well, yes, it is true that one of the reasons they're leaving is for higher pay. Danbury salaries at one time were in the top tier for the state, but now we rank mediocre at best. And with that, we take far more responsibilities than many other districts, an insurmountable workload with no end in sight, and a growing lack of trust and respect that continues to fester. Why wouldn't someone leave Danbury to work in another district where they're more valued? 3 years ago, I sat right here in this very room with many of these fellow teachers as we reminded the board to see us, look us in the eye and see what we do, to respect and value us as the essential workers that we are, and to keep us here working in Danbury. HR will tell you the challenges they have faced this year with teacher turnover. Daily resignations continue. We are faced with grave losses to our staff. Not enough world language teachers, a shortage of ESL teachers, science teachers, high quality math teachers, all leaving Danbury. Every time we lose a teacher, dozens of students are negatively impacted. The teacher, the social worker, the school counselor who just remembered that child's name, who just encouraged them to try harder, who just praised them for being kind. They're going, they're gone. And every day it takes to find a replacement teacher leaves a void for that child and multiplies the impact of loss. While those of us standing here this evening have made a commitment to our students, we need to know that you, the board, have a commitment to us. We need you to see us and truly value us. We're no longer an attractive district for new teachers or one for retaining high-quality educators, ranking dead last in the state for investment in our students and our teachers. We just can't continue at this rate of decline. On the eve of our mediation session, yes, that's tomorrow night, for a new negotiated contract, we want you to know that our commitment to this district can only be sustained as long as you are willing to commit to us, to value us by providing us with a fair wage increase and maintaining our insurance benefits, to value us through demonstrations of respect and trust in us, to value our veteran teachers as leaders, and to grow our new teachers through dedicated support. We are an investment in this community. When you invest in us, you are investing in children. When you invest in us, you are investing in the future of our community. If we, as a community, refuse to invest in our teachers, we are revealing to our students how little we value them. We are saying to our students that they are not worth keeping the best teachers to educate them. Governor Lamont said just last week, "I've spent a lot of time talking about teacher respect. Thanking teachers is not enough. To address the teacher shortage, districts must also thank you financially for everything you've done." He put it best when he said that we should respect teachers just like they have honored their commitment to districts and to kids. This board knows that the way to improve, strengthen, and build prosperity within a community is through strong public education. You've already agreed to invest in your administration. You've shown that through agreeing to more than fair raises for them and by continuing to bolster added administrative positions in the district. But teachers, us, this group, we're the boots on the ground, the people doing the dedicated, important work, the people actually educating our kids. We deserve an equal investment in us. For as the cornerstones of the educational process, your teachers deserve the respect and fair pay for the demanding work that we do. We deserve a fair contract. Investment in your teachers benefits us all. Our board and our city has a duty to fill the financial void and work on long-term investment for our kids and our teachers. We know our city received a very generous amount of ESSER money thanks to the American Recovery Act. Teachers certainly didn't see that money filter down to the classrooms, nor in their paycheck. Unlike many other nearby districts who did offer that show of respect, value, and importance to their teachers for the hard work they have put in over the past 3 years. Our good hearts and our passion for public education aren't enough to keep us here anymore. We need you to commit to invest in us. Invest in this group of high-quality educators that stand before you. See us. See us for the work we do. Invest in us. Danbury public school teachers deserve a fair contract. I thank you for your time tonight, and I thank you for seeing us this evening. Thank you all for being here this evening.
If you give us a moment, we'll respectfully file out of here and continue on the meeting. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome.
Good night, everybody.
I was very well said. Literally buckling.
Just want to make sure I'm smiling. You should stay. You should stay. Okay, I am missing. It's Principal Blues here. Is that my phone? I can't even.
Good night. Good night, Ian.
You stopped when the audio didn't. I didn't know.
The last time I checked, there was no one signed up for public participation. Is there anyone
I think it might have been because of the
here
Wi-Fi.
to speak for public comment? Going once, going twice, 3 times. Consent calendar, Lauren, would you do?
I make a motion that the Board of Education approve the items on the consent calendar, exhibits 22-104 and 22-105 as recommended.
Second.
Seconded by Kate. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Seeing none, motion carries unanimously. Do we have student representatives here this evening? Yes, we do.
Good evening, Board of Ed members. We're speaking on behalf of Alternative Center for Excellence.
Is the mic on?
Is it on? It is on. Speaking on behalf of the Alternative Center for Excellence today. Last week, we had student visitations where we had students from DHS that think about moving into ACE. And that all finished last week, and this week we'll be doing interviews with 2 staff members, see if they want to come in or not. Check it out. We had the Humanities Department grade level benchmark Friday, September 23rd. That went really well. We had all students were participating. Many students finished. Unfortunately, some have yet to finish. We'll be hearing about the upcoming events and school goals for this year. And the parents will have an opportunity to follow the student schedule and meet ASAP. Upcoming on the same day, Katia Ferragostini will be taking her environmental science student to the Erickson boat launch in New Milford to participate in buffer plantings to address soil erosion issues near the boat launch. And after that, last but not least, ACE will be bringing students to the Dodge Poetry Festival High School Student Day, which means thousands of students teenagers from the tri-state area, the poets from wild and diverse backgrounds. They will get the opportunity to meet many people and see how they hear about how they see the world in many different views. They will also get the experience of meeting other people that think like them, so they will see that in this wide world, a lot of people are like them, but there's also a lot of people that think differently, and that's all okay. So we have been participating in the Dodge Poetry Festival since 2002. That is all. Thank you for allowing me to share what is going on in ACE family. Have a nice evening.
Thank you, Ezekiel. Good to see you again.
Action items. Mr. Russo, did you make the motion?
Yes. Action item A, 21-22 year-end financial report. I'd like to make a motion that the Board of Education accept the 2021-2022 year-end financial report in accordance with Exhibit 22-106.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second? Seconded by Bridget. Any discussion?
Can I just, Matt, through the chair, I would just like to ask, our finance director, is there any additional information in this report that I, as a board member, or any board member needs to know?
I'll speak up. I would say no. The committee did ask a couple other questions to follow up with as the week went on. Be happy to share them.
Thank you.
I'll get those out to the whole board as well.
Further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. Superintendent's report.
That's quick. Good evening, everyone, Board of Ed and audience. We still have a couple of members of NEA. Good to see you here. I am excited to introduce some new leadership appointments for the 22-23 school year. We have a number of folks who are in the audience who've been waiting patiently. And we have one principal who was not able to make it tonight. But I would like to start with two appointments that were made last year after a very comprehensive search for replacements at our elementary and two elementary schools. So I would like to begin with when Dr. Anna Rocco moved up to district office last year in the spring. We posted the position at King Street Primary. We were very excited to learn that Domitella Pereira was interested in this vacancy. She later applied for the position and landed as our finalist and unanimous choice to serve as the new principal at King Street Primary. Quite frankly, her staff was overwhelmed to learn about her appointment. They were excited about her appointment as an interim, and I think even more excited and somewhat, quite frankly, relieved that she had received the position. And so without further ado, I'd like to formally congratulate, in front of the board anyway, Domitella Pereira, who had previously been with us and served as an assistant principal at Danbury High School and is now the principal at King Street Primary. Congratulations. And then our other principal who was appointed last year before the school year ended and Merle Jackson's looking around, like, who is that person? And that's Mrs. Merle Jackson. And again, backfilling our other chief of schools, Chris Roach, who had previously served as the principal at AIS. We posted the vacancy, and after a very comprehensive and process, we landed on a person who previously served in the state of New York in Westchester County. And we had heard great things about Merle in that capacity. The team, so we have two committees that make recommendations to the superintendent and the cabinet. Merle was the top choice, one of the top choices on both. And then in the cabinet, she really just blew us away as a team. And I think very quickly, between admin council, which means all of the administrators, and I think her staff most recently has opened their arms to Merle. We're really excited to have her on the team. We had an opportunity to meet her, at least the team and I did, over the summer as part of our admin training. And I, a couple of times, checked in and just make sure Merle was okay, and it was as if she had been here for years. And so, Merle, I just want to take this opportunity to formally congratulate you and welcome you to the Danbury School community. Congratulations. And then we have three more appointments. Mr. Rodney Powell is not with us this evening. Jackie Donato, who retired from the school district after years of servicing this community, retired. And we had the difficult task of replacing Jackie as a principal at Reach and Endeavor. We landed on someone who we were told when checking references was the standard for alternative education. And Mr. Powell cannot be with us this evening, but Principal Powell, we will in the near future have him here perhaps at one of our spotlight schools. Looking forward to introducing him to the board and the school community, but also want to formally congratulate Mr. Rodney Powell for his assignment at Reach and Endeavor. And then, thank you. Okay, thank you. And so next, Mr. David Kimball. So we had a number of vacancies at Broadview Middle School. David's probably already laughing about. And we posted the job after, I believe, Dr. Thomas has served in his district for over 30 years. And we had, the difficult task of trying to find someone to fill those shoes. And quite frankly, I think the team and I were just floored, like how fortunate we were to have someone come in with David's experience, thoughtfulness, and frankly, when I spoke to the superintendent, it was clear that she knew he had to leave because he was ready for that step, and this is much closer to home for him as well. But we are truly getting a talented individual, and I think we've already had some great things happening at Broadview, transitioning an entirely new administrative team with two new assistant principals, one previously at Shelter Rock, former principal Anna Machel, and Tani, who are both working in his team. But David, we are happy to have you here in the district, and look forward to many, many successful years to come. And so, again, this evening, we'd like to formally introduce Mr. David Kimball to the Danbury community. Congratulations. And we have two more appointments, and Ms. Blue is actually here at our last meeting for the first hot board meeting of the year. And we had a recognition to celebrate some students, and I'd like to take this opportunity. Ms. Jen Blue was working at Westside Middle School previously as the assistant principal. We had a vacancy late August when we learned that Dr. LaBanca was moving on to another school district. And Jen stepped up quickly and made it very clear that this is a position she had aspired to be in and was looking forward to the challenge. And so with that conversation, we have assigned Ms. Jen Blue as the interim principal at Westside Middle School, and although we look forward to having an interview process in the spring, we are very excited to have Jen in this role right now, working with her staff and leading her staff through this transition. And Mr. Mike Flynn, who was outside, I'm not sure if he's still up. Where's Mike? Mike is hiding behind me. And so Mike, who in order to backfill Jen as the assistant principal, we pulled Mike from Great Plain Elementary School with all those exciting things happening in that building. So also very excited to have Mike also as an interim role. But formally, I'd like to introduce and congratulate Jen Blue as the interim principal and look forward to a great school year. Thank you, Jen. And then last but not least, in the last interim assignment for this school year, as I had mentioned previously, Anna Machel moved as principal to assistant principal at the middle school, which had previously been an experience of her, and that was, for the most part, her resume. Like, her resume spoke and shouted middle school. And so when that opportunity presented itself, she had asked to switch and work at a middle school, and we obliged. But of course, that then left an open at Shelter Rock Elementary School. And Alexandra Pacheco, aka Shana, is one of our kind of Danbury own who has come up the ranks in this school community as a paraprofessional, as a teacher, as a coach, as a trusted advocate for teachers, trusted confidant for teachers. She has been a go-to person for the English language learning community for years, but as much as anything, she's really been a go-to person instructionally across this district for years. She's well respected amongst her peers, well respected by administrators in this district, and I can't tell you how happy and excited I am for you. So with all of that, Shana had previously worked with us as a summer school administrator as well, impressed in all of those roles, has now been given the opportunity after already serving and working with Dave Krafik at Park Avenue as an assistant principal, has been assigned as the interim principal at Shelter Rock Elementary School, and formally we want to congratulate you on that assignment. So thank you. And because these five fine people have to lead our school in the morning, I do have more updates but I just want to share with you, we are happy to have you in the Danbury community. I don't know if the board has any questions or comments before you leave, but I just want to formally just thank you all for being here and then choosing Danbury Public Schools. Thank you.
I would just like to make a comment because I served on many of the interview panels in the interviewing process. And I quite enjoyed that process and being a part of it, an honor to be a part of it. You really get to know, you serve on a panel with current staff, you really get to know the staff on the panel as well as the interviewees. So it's really, it's nice to see you in person and not behind a screen. So welcome and congratulations. Very proud and happy that you will be joining us in this capacity. Any other questions or comments?
Just a brief comment. I would certainly like to welcome you to our district. I've seen you at some of our board meetings, and I hope those beautiful smiles that I see now continue year after year after year. I want to thank the superintendent for bringing you to us so we can get familiar with your faces. And even though we're not visiting your school and know you individually at a particular school, which I don't believe in going into a school unless it's something I want to know, okay, because I feel like that's not my role as a board member. But if there's a program or something that I want to learn something about, I will go through the proper channels to make sure that everyone knows that I'm going to be attending your school that particular day. So on that, I would like to say welcome, welcome, and I look forward to meeting you on a personal basis at your school. Thank you.
I'd like to agree with Ms. Cooper. We'll see those smiles hopefully every year. I will be visiting the school, and I am going to be going through the proper channels. I'm going to reach out to Kara, because that's what it is. Because we hear things in here, and in my opinion, I speak for myself. In order to make decisions in here, you have to see what's going on out there. Because in here, everything's great. Everything's great. Yeah, it's great. We all have a lot of positive stuff here, but getting down, and if you ask around, some people know me. I've visited schools in the past. That's where you get the information. You get to see, and understand kind of what the daily routine is. And that's how I feel it works for me to make decisions in here and vote on stuff in here, but actually knowing what's going on in there. So I did reach out to Kara. The next 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to be making some appointments to come by and say hello.
Any other comments or questions?
Principals, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining us this evening. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
See you, Curtis. And so the next item on the superintendent's report is Spotlight the School. And it's really just an update for the board and the community. Prior to the pandemic, we had an opportunity to enjoy meeting our principals and our staff members from the district, where we would spotlight a school at board meetings. And so that was something we would like to reinstitute. And have an opportunity for you to meet teachers and staff and find out what's going on across the school district. So our chief of schools have been working with principals to work through a rotation of schools to come through the board meetings. And we kind of developed kind of expectations for the presentations and time limit on presentation, a format for the presentation, and then obviously an opportunity for questions if that's appropriate. So I just wanted to make the board aware, and if that's something that pleases the board, we will move forward with it. Yes, next meeting if that's something the board is interested in, absolutely. And last but not least, and that is the superintendent goals update. Fiscal responsibility, planning for growth and talent acquisition. This sub-bullet is district security updates. And Dr. Seelig is going to speak a little bit about this, but just kind of given the nature of the work itself, respectfully, we're also going to ask to speak in more detail in executive session. Right?
Thank you. So we'll be talking a little bit about the much-awaited school security update, school security audits. Those have been completed as promised. We'll be diving a little bit into what those reported back, but then also some of the larger upgrades we've been making and changes we've been making across the district. So we'll have more for you on that.
And Board Chair Chaleski, that concludes our superintendent's report.
Was there any feedback regarding the Spotlight Your School from board members? Any questions or feedback? I think we'd like to resume those. I think prior to the pandemic, we were doing once a month, so every other meeting.
Is there one person or a group person?
It's typically a group.
The principal
Will
along
we see
with
a format?
members of the staff.
Will we see a format or outline of the presentation or?
It will be in the board pack on those Fridays.
Any other questions?
So,
for-
yes.
Any other questions for the superintendent on his report?
Thank you.
For the board chairperson's report, I don't have much except on the PTO side. DHS PTO met last Wednesday in person. Had Mr. Lambo from administration join us. It was very well attended, I have to say. Offered a chance to meet PTO officers, hear about upcoming events, and just a parent-to-parent kind of helpful tips and information, which was nice. Principal Donovan has resumed his virtual principal breakfast, so he had one just the following day, which is just a nice chance to have a one-on-one with the high school principal. And there were about 25 parents or so in attendance. Citywide is having their first meeting on Monday, October 3rd at 6:30 at the Black Box. I'm trying to attend a virtual financial aid night that the high school is also holding at the same time. So I know Kate, you're the liaison, you'll be there. But if anyone else would, Ralph? Okay, great. Westside Middle School will continue their virtual meetings with the principal. And will partner with the PTO to provide a PTO update at the same time. Those begin on Thursday of next week. And then there is a CAVE roles and responsibilities of board members, a free webinar that was emailed to all of us just a few days ago on the 26th. If you're interested in looking, that's always available. So just wanted to mention that. And that's it for my report. Are there any other board communications or comments? Show of hands, who's going to the CAVE convention? Several. Kate.
I just want to add to the citywide PTO meeting, we did get a request for a list of contact information for each of the board members here. So hopefully that will initiate some contact from the folks who are running the individual PTOs. So just be aware that you will hopefully see an email from whatever PTOs you're assigned to.
So the city center, Danbury, has contacted us, and they're working on a mosaic project, a downtown mural, and they're looking for teams of 8. It's kind of like a paint by number thing. So Rachel and I have picked a date that if other board members could join us. October 22nd, it's a weekend from 11 to 1, and we'll meet at 2 Steps, and there'll be someone there to kind of step us through the project. So if you're interested in joining us that day, if you could reach out to me just so I could sign our team up. But I think it would be great. I think it would be a great board, participation thing because it's going to be city center and it'll, just to show our participation and just be part of the city. From 11 a.m. to 1. I don't know the theme, but they're doing it over several days, several weekends, and it's going to be on one of the buildings downtown. Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Since I didn't see all this, what is it that you're doing on the 22nd concerning the mural?
So we're going to be actually painting a piece of the mural, the team of us. It's like a paint by number. So you know how they do like the paint parties and they step you through exactly how to paint it? We're gonna have a section of the mural that we're painting that day with somebody there telling us what to paint, where to paint, step by step, like connect the dots painting kind of thing. Through City Center. Questions about that? I'll be there.
Sounds like fun, right?
We have to have 8 people, yes. Perfect. Awesome, halfway there.
Could I follow up with another question? There's a mural already down there, so are you painting over, or do you have a new section that you're going to? Because I'm not understanding. There's a mural down there of Mary Anderson, and I think Dr. King and somebody else. So my question is, are you painting over, or do you have a section that the board is just going to be working on?
So,
Or is that going to be a visibility contact for people that are running for office?
so City Center Danbury is running this project, and they've reached out to me to see if they can get teams of 8. They need 200 people to help this project do their thing. I don't know where it's going. I just said I'll check in with the board and see if they want to participate. Talk to Rachel. Rachel said it's a great idea. But we're not painting over anything. I believe it's going on a Hawley building downtown. That's,
It's a community thing. It's not a support thing.
Yeah.
Community, project.
Yes.
right.
It's not a
Can you say
support
that out
thing.
loud? Thank you. So Bridget has a little information as well.
But, okay, there's still a portion that I'm really not understanding, because as I stated earlier, there's a portrait of Mary Anderson, and I think Dr. King and so on. So my question is, if this is a community thing, who are we painting over?
We're not,
We're not.
it's a whole new,
So we
another
have-
building, a whole other site. Yes, we were not painting
Because
over
I have
anything,
a problem that
we're decorating another section.
I'm sorry?
It's decorating another section. Am I going? No, I have college.
Any other board comments or questions before we move into executive session? All right. Is there a motion that the Board of Education convene an executive session to discuss security, strategy, and personnel, and to present the tentative 1-year contract extension for para-educators with possible action in public session?
So moved.
So moved by Kate. Is there a second? Seconded by Al Russo. All those in favor?
Aye.